battle has just begun!
Hello. Hello. It's me, RobotnikIsSexy, and once again I have to go to work in a little bit, but I had a few very exciting Wi-Fi battles with an exciting new team. Yeah, if you follow me on Facebook, you probably know about it already. We're talking the Landorus, I, and Mega Medicham team, and Scissor. This is a triple threat. The power of these three. These three are just so offensive. And having a bulky Scissor is nice, because if there is a fairy, Scissor resists it nicely. Also, Landorus I with Sheer Force and Life Orb. Sludge Wave, extremely useful for getting rid of fairies, as we'll see in a couple minutes. Alakazam is kind of filler. Hippowdon is just a reliable Stealth Rock and Whirlwind Pokemon. It's kind of like a ground Blissey. It's just really good. And then I have Choice Specs Rotom Wash. It's my favorite kind of Rotom Wash. I know it's not the best kind of Rotom Wash, but fuck that. I really enjoy using Choice Specs Rotom Wash. And as you all know, if you've played Pokemon competitively for many years, Scissor and Rotom Wash are peanut butter and jelly. They go together so phenomenally. Yeah, they just cover each other's weaknesses perfectly. So, this first match is going to be against Red Shiner. He's a really solid trainer, good battler. Whenever you see him on the PSS, you know he's always ready for a battle. And he always brings interesting Pokemon, like that Snowflake. So hey, let's get into it. Yeah. After a brief 2-minute-ish introduction, Red Shiner is he's challenging us. He wants to give us a Shiner. He's gonna leave with Metagross here. I'm gonna lead with Rotom Wash. Now I'm gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he fears this, so he is going to switch out and go into Creogonal, which Creogonal hypothetically checks Rotom Wash because, if you remember, it got the Freeze Dry. Now, I'm hip to the new Creogonal meta in NU. They're like max special attack and speed with Assault Vest, and Freeze Dry and Hidden Power Ground and Rapid Spin and shit like that. So I know the Freeze Dry is coming. Gonna go into Scissor, who resists it beautifully, does almost nothing. I think I have some special defense on this Scissor. It's max attack, a lot of HP, and maybe a little bit of special defense. It's your standard black and white Scissor, just choice band. Don't really need to do anything else. So I'm gonna U-turn here because, you know, the switch into Gliscor is obvious as sin, so I'm just gonna U-turn out, get some nice switch advantage into one of our big powerhouses, Mega Medicham. If you didn't know, Mega Medicham is a lot better than it's been since X and Y has started, and that's because AEGISLASH has been banned and Mawilite has been banned. Those are two big things that threaten Mega Medicham's existence. Yeah, and now that they're out of the way, Game Freak is, or not Game Freak, Smogon has basically paved a way for Mega Medicham, so yeah, we're going to be able to use him really effectively. So he's going to protect to scout for the move. I show him Ice Punch just to play it safe. I'm going to go Ice Punch again. Switches into Metagross. Now this is the beautiful thing about Mega Medicham. I'm going to go for a Bulk Up, and he's going to go for a Zen Headbutt, and just look how little damage it does. Like, it does a lot, but I'm able to take it reliably well. Actually, he goes for a Zen Headbutt later. My mistake. He's going to go for Stealth Rock, because this is a leftover Stealth Rock Metagross, which is, like, really retro. That's, like, your Diamond and Pearl Metagross set, so that's really cool. So I guess I get a Bulk Up for free. As he switches into Thundurus, look at this damage. Just look at this. Drain Punch. Yeah. Yeah. That almost kills Thundurus. If I had Stealth Rocks up, if I had led with Hippo, gotten Stealth Rocks up, that's a dead Thundurus right there, no questions. I predict the Thunder Wave really excellently going to Rotom Wash, because, you know, The Thunderous Eye, they have Prankster and Thunderwave. That's just what they have. So I predict that really well. And take the Thunderbolt, cop it, go for the Volt Switch, and that's a dead Thunderous, and Rotom is hanging on by a thread, but I still have all my Pokemon alive and well, and I've pretty much terrorized his team in the 3 minutes of this battle has happened. So now I'm going to do what I said before. I'm going to bulk up and then take the attack. He goes for the Zen Headbutt. I take it pretty well, and what's more important is because of the +1 attack, the Drain Punch is going to do a shitload to this Metagross, which means I'm going to heal all of it back. It's ridiculous. It does 85%-ish. It does tons and tons of damage. So now he goes for a Zen Headbutt. And it does bring me down to under half, so that's good. I mean, the +1 defense is absolutely necessary for Medicham to take anything, because it has very low HP. Although it does need to be noted that Mega Medicham has increased defenses and special defense, so bulk up is not bad. He's going to go for the Bullet Punch just to get some last-ditch damage there. But, yeah, it's whatever. I'm just going to Drain Punch. Now he goes into Mind Shout, and he's going to forfeit, which is a very respectable thing to do. It's just fine. The only Pokemon he had left was Gliscor, Mind Shout, Rotom Wash, and I think he had a Snowflake. So he had most of his Pokemon left, but he had a clear indication that Mega Medicham is just going to sweep his team complete, as Xenon would say. So now let's go into the next battle. Let's make use of our time. We're going good here. This is going to be against Alpha. This is a passerby, and I had a couple matches with him. There's a match I was going to include, but I decided to go with a different theme here. So now we're going to see what Sheer Force Landorus can do. He's going to predict me to switch out, fearing the Azumarill, so he's obviously clicked the Waterfall here. But I'm staying in. I'm going for that Sheer Force Life Orb Sludge Wave. That's Azumarill cleaned out, gone, dead. Now he brings in Conkeldurr. I assume Assault Vest Conkeldurr. Assault Vest Conkeldurr is a very, very potent threat, but Psychic almost one-hit KOs it with the Sheer Force Life Orb boost. He predicts me to switch out again? No, sir. I'm just gonna stay in. So he knocks off my orb, and then he goes for some last-ditch damage like the battle before. I take out his Conkeldurr. So already, like, I've surprised this man. He doesn't know. He doesn't know about Sludge Wave Psychic, Sheer Force Life Orb Landorus, I think. So he's gonna know about it now, as his Porygon 2 traces the Sheer Force, which is kind of scary, because it means Tri-Attack is gonna hit for more, but I'm not really bothered by that because Scizor is pretty tanky and awesome. Yeah, and it crits too, but X and Y crits are worthless, so you know, whatever, it's fine. Scizor is one of those Pokemon who just kind of hasn't seen a lot of play because there have been better, more offensive options, which is kind of horrifying to think about, because if you're like me and you've been playing Pokemon for years, you know Scizor is like top dog, and he isn't anymore. That's how much of a power creep we're talking here. So, like the other battle, I'm going to U-turn because it's just a good thing to do. It's too early to commit to Scizor. He's definitely going to switch out, so the U-turn is very safe. So I bring in Zam. He's brought down to Sash. Sash Zam is always nice. I avoid the confusion from the possible confusion from Hurricane, and then take him out with a Hidden Power Fire. Now he's going to misplay a little bit here. He's going to Sword Dance. He's going to set up on Alakazam. But Alakazam has horseshoes up its ass, I'm pretty sure, because it's going to land the Focus Blast and get a special defense drop, which is unprecedented for me. I don't know if, like, how your experiences with Focus Blast, but I usually miss twice in a row. So, I don't know. So, yeah, I get that special defense drop, that's great, but now he's going to take out Alakazam, that's fine, he's fodder. This will not be a 6-0. To the great relief of my opponent, probably. So now I just bring in Specs Rotom. Spexrotom is a great Pokemon for that slow Volt Switch, and it does so much damage. I don't even need the special defense drop to take that Scissor out, that Mega Scissor, so that's great. Now I go into Aang, the Showstopper, the other Showstopper, the Triforce of Pain, Landorus, Scissor, and Mega Medicham over here, knocking heads like it's their job, which it is their job actually. So he only has a Tentacruel, and that's Psycho Cut dead. That guy's out. So and then his last Pokemon is just like some guy. Oh, that's right. It's a Porygon 2. I'm gonna be an asshole and go bulk up on this Porygon 2. Like, the worst case scenario, he'll go Discharge and, like, critical hit and paralyze me, but at this point, my team has put in so much work, I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna bulk up so I know that my Drain Punch is a one-hit KO. Goes for the Tri-Attack, nothing happens, I Drain Punch. That is a dead duck. So, yeah. I don't know, like, yeah. Couple times in the past I've tried to use Mega Medicham, and I've just had to overcome AEGISLASH, but when AEGISLASH isn't there, hoo boy, let me tell you, Mega Medicham is so fucking good. So this is going to be the last match. I had this today, this one today, and this is a nice one. This I actually get to use all my Pokemon, I think, in this one, so hey, how do you like that? So his team, just from Team Preview, Alakazam threatens a lot of them. So, I'm just going to lead out straight away, and he has one of those shiny teams. I don't know if you fight passerbys often as much as I do, but a lot of people will just make teams out of their shinies and then go for it, which is cool, especially if they're like a 5 IV shiny, but his team doesn't really have like a very good structure. It's just like a bunch of random Pokemon, so yeah. I don't know why he didn't go into T-Tar to save his Nidoqueen, or his Nidoking. It's definitely a poor play by him. Maybe he thought I would overpredict and go Focus Blast, and he just wanted to hit my Sash. I don't know, whatever the case. Trainotar is in, I'm gonna miss Focus Blast, but then Alakazam is still fucking faster than Mega Trainotar, who I've learned is a piece of shit. I've tried to use this guy, and I know Mega Trainotar can be good, but fuck it, it's not worth the effort. Just use different Pokemon, it's better. It's so sad though, because Mega Trainotar he's got all the tools he needs to be a huge offensive sweeper, but he just fails time and time again. For me anyway. I don't know what your experiences with Mega Trainotar are, but yeah, he's extremely underwhelming in my opinion. So I'm gonna go for the Dazzling Gleam just to finish him off. He goes into Trevenant here, who actually isn't shiny. I stand corrected. I think only 5 of his Pokemon were shiny on this team. Yeah, I go for Hidden Power Ice here. I'm absolutely floored by the damage output it does. I must have gotten like a really high roll or something, because I did not think it would do that much. Either that, or that his Trevenant is more physically defensive in his EV investment. I don't know. But it's great. I whittled down the Trevenant. I don't have to worry about Citrus Berry shenanigans. He has leftovers. Just bring in the showstopper. Mega Medicham. Go for that Ice Punch. The power. The power. It's real. Yeah. Actually, Mega Medicham can one-hit KO Trevenant with Ice Punch, and that's something I need to remember. Yeah, for future, but he's gonna bring out Flower Bitch. This guy has very creative nicknames, by the way. Kudos for that. But Scissor doesn't give a damn. He doesn't give a single fuck about Flower Bitch. Like, go Moonblast. Look at this. Look at that. Do you see that damage? I don't care. I could U-turn out right now. I could U-turn out and get switch priority and just shit on your fairies all day. But I'm actually going to go Bullet Punch, and he's going to show me his other shiny, which is Machamp, and we are going to be reminded of the great and mighty power of Choice Banded Scissor. That's a 2-hit KO on Machamp. He thought he could take it. He can't take it. He can't take it. Nothing can take the Bullet Punch. The best thing he has to take it is this Slacking, which I believe is shiny too. I'm not really sure. His shiny kind of looks like his normal form. I think it's shiny. I don't know. But you know what I have for Slacking? I'll tell you. We got Hippo. I don't even have defense investment. I'm max special defense. This Earthquake is actually going to hurt a lot, but it's fine. I've got leftovers, I've got Slack Off, he's got Truant ability, I've got wide openings here. I can go Stealth Rock, really, yeah, just help my entire team by whittling down his with the Stealth Rock and the Sandstorm. So now it's going to bring out Champion, the shiny champ here. And, yeah, I'm just going to fodder off Hippo, and we're going to see how devastatingly effective Hippowdon is, or Hippowdon. He's going to go do he's going to go D-Punch. It does fucking nothing. I get confused, which is annoying, but I don't care. And I managed to snap out of the confusion, go Whirlwind. And I think I drag out his fairy thing here. And I actually predict him to wish. And he does. So I go Whirlwind again, and I think I break through the confusion again because I'm a lucky piece of shit. And I'm gonna Whirlwind him out. Which is fantastic. Such a good feeling. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself though. So he's gonna go Wish. And, yeah, I'm gonna go Whirlwind, and guess who I drag out to get hit by those rocks. It's gonna be Mega Tyranitar. That thing's dead. Mega Tyranitar, take a seat. You are very shitty. You're just bad. I want to believe you're good. I want to believe, but there's overwhelming evidence that you are a shitty Pokemon. Well, not shitty, but he's not that great as far as OU standards. So, I believe he's just gonna forfeit after I Slack Off here. So, this new team, tell me what you think in the comments about it. It definitely could use some tweaks, I think. But it's kind of great. It's kind of like the Sandstorm team I've always wanted, in that I have Hippo on it. It's not really much of a Sandstorm team, but it's got that sand element to it. And I've got Pokemon that aren't hit by Sandstorm in Alakazam and Scizor. And then I've got the powerhouse of pain in, yeah, Landorus, Medicham, and Scizor. That's just incredible. So this is a long one today. I have to go to work right now. Tell me what you think. If you enjoyed it, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you later. YouTube.